Hello and welcome to Nissan's annual Veterans Day Observance. Thank you for joining me on this special day as we thank America's veterans for their patriotism, service, and sacrifice for our great nation. I wish to thank the Veterans Business Synergy team for their leadership in preparing today's program. We have many traditions at Nissan, and recognizing our veterans is one of the most important to me. It gives us the opportunity to thank those who have served in the U.S. military, and it reminds us of the tremendous sacrifices our veterans and their families have made to maintain the strength and independence of our country. We also get to hear a message from one of our own Nissan veterans of what today means to them. There are countless ceremonies like ours taking place across America today. What they all have in common is the heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to the men and women who have served so that we and our families may live free. I'm proud to work for a company that is known as a leader in how we support our current and prior service members of the military. On behalf of the entire Nissan team, I want to say thank you to our Nissan veterans for your service. Today we have a special guest speaker, Robert, or as most of us know him by, Bob McGee. And if the name doesn't ring a bell, I'm sure the voice will, because he's no stranger to many of us. We used to see him in numerous Nissan videos as Bob served for 26 years working in the HR and communications department, creating and narrating videos for the workforce. Bob is not only a Nissan retiree, but he's also a decorated veteran. First, I'd like to share with you some of his background. Bob volunteered for the U.S. Army in 1967 and attended basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia. He later graduated as leadership graduate and earned the rank of Staff Sergeant. He was assigned to the Company B, 2nd Battalion, 35th Infantry, 3rd Brigade with the 4th Infantry Division in the Republic of Vietnam. Bob was wounded while attempting to save one of his fellow soldiers, Jerry Remper. Despite his own wounds, Bob continued rescue efforts, and because of his actions, he was awarded both the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star for valor. Prior to joining Nissan in 1983, Bob worked for Channel 5 hosting the late-night movie show on the weekends as The Count of Five. He has a bachelor's and master's degree in communications and theater. While working at Nissan, he produced numerous shift start videos highlighting technician Kaizen activities and even coordinated Nissan Splatfest racquetball tournaments with our own Gavin Higgins. Bob is approaching 51 years of marriage with LaDonna Ricketts and has one son, Matthew. Bob is an avid 350Z supporter, owning the first generation 350Z, which he still drives today. He also has added a 300ZX, which his wife claims is hers. Bob heads up the Middle Tennessee Z Club and has hosted the Z Attack car shows at Nissan HQ in 2014 and 2017. Additionally, Bob has coordinated the infamous poker run at Z-Days in Fontana, North Carolina. Bob has been diagnosed with blood cancer, but stays active by playing racquetball and working out. It's great to see Bob back with us, and I look forward to listening as he shares his views of what Veterans Day means to him.
When I think about Veterans Day, I think of my father, who survived D-Day, and my father-in-law, who survived the war in the Pacific, and of the other men and women who served so many years ago in the Second World War. Then I think about more recent conflicts, where Americans have been fighting for their lives in hopes of making the world a safer, better place, not just for American families, but for families in Afghanistan and elsewhere. Specifically, I think about Marine Sergeant Nicole G. She was one of the 13 service members killed by a suicide bomber near the Kabul airport in Afghanistan. You may remember seeing a picture of her holding a small Afghan child. Just days before the attack, she had posted that image online with the caption, "I love my job." Maybe all veterans didn't love their jobs the way Nicole did, but we are proud to have served our country, doing what was asked, whether in combat or not. I feel that way looking back on my short time in Vietnam more than 50 years ago, fighting to keep the North from overrunning the South. I was less than 3 months in country when we were ambushed. 3 of us wounded, 1 fatally. I sometimes wonder, why me? Why did I come home and not Jerry, the young soldier behind me? Jerry Rimper was the radio man for our squad. He was married just before being drafted. His wife was expecting their first child. He was always careful on patrol, watchful, alert, listening to every sound. Jerry looked forward to getting home, getting to know his son or daughter. It hurts to realize today that there's a 53-year-old man or woman somewhere who know of their father only by an inscription on the wall. I hope they can understand why he fought for us, fought for all Americans. I hope they've overcome their loss, and I hope they're proud of him. I know I am. I'm proud of every woman and man who has taken up arms to preserve and protect this great nation, and who protect the Constitution from enemies, both foreign and domestic. I put these back on one day after 9/11 as a daily reminder that freedom is not free. Readiness is all. Today and every Veterans Day, I ask you to remember the sacrifice of veterans and their families and friends. We can't imagine the anguish of the family whose daughter loved her job, or the pain of a young mother-to-be finding a priest or chaplain standing at her front door. But we can honor veterans by helping those who are experiencing homelessness, substance abuse, physical challenges, or PTSD. I recently joined the Vietnam Veterans of America, Franklin, Tennessee chapter to address those needs. All veterans gave something of themselves. Some gave all. Those of us who have served appreciate and need your consideration and respect this Veterans Day and every day.
Thank you, Bob. As you can see, Veterans Day means so much more than just words. It reflects actions, support, camaraderie, and respect, traits that are also reflected right here at Nissan. As I said at the beginning of this ceremony, I'm proud to work for a company that is known as a leader in how we support our current and former service members. Thanks to Bob, and thanks to you for watching this video, and many thanks to all of our veterans for your service in protecting these great United States of America.